First of all, Phil, welcome back. The first week of pre-season is nearly over, but before we get into that, how's your summer and how do you sort of relax and unwind after what was a pretty relentless record-breaking season?
Yeah, great summer. Really enjoyed break, spending time with family like everybody else. Fortunate enough to get away on holiday. But yeah, really looking forward to getting back to work and start preparing for the season.
How do you kind of go about as a manager, switching off for a couple of weeks and then getting ready to then hit the ground running as soon as you then come back through the door?
Yeah, I mean the work kind of is always ongoing because obviously we're planning pre-season, looking at possible targets, etc. But equally, you're not in work every day, you're not training, so it gives you the opportunity to switch off and recharge mentally.
Well, the first week of full pre-season, like I mentioned, has nearly come to an end. What's been your assessment so far?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the lads have been working. They had 3 weeks break, and then they've been working throughout the summer. Been coming in stages, but also had to do work at home, which the sports science team have been monitoring. So we knew they were going to come back in good shape, and there was no chance taken with that because you can't, if you lose those weeks, you can't get them back. So the testing days went well last week. This week we've had a full week's training, had a practice game today, and yeah, we're just pleased with how the lads are looking. There's a good feel about the camp, an excitement not just for the season but obviously to go to America as well because that's going to be a great trip for us. But yeah, the lads are showing well. We're pleased with where they are at this stage.
You mentioned America there. Pre-season this year, fixture-wise, is going to be a lot more different than what the club's experienced before. How much is an opportunity for everyone to look forward to it, but also embrace the experience as well?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a different pre-season because of the length of the breakaway and the games we've got over there. So we've kind of adapted our pre-season programme leading into that slightly. Both the games we've had are going to be behind closed door, like today an in-house game, and next Saturday behind closed doors game. And the reasons for that are is just because we wanted to control the minutes of every single player, so we make sure that we go to America in the best possible shape. And sometimes if you have a fixture against a non-league team and you turn up and the grass is a bit long or things just aren't quite right, you can come away and think, we haven't got the benefit out that day. And we felt with the American trip we needed to control every single session and every 11v11 in preparation for that.
With the American trip playing the stature of some of the teams like Manchester United and to Chelsea and Philadelphia Union and LA Galaxy as well, it's going to be a real opportunity, isn't it, to show what Wrexham's all about on that kind of stage?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the games over there, especially the early ones, are going to be about getting the players minutes, and we'll be obviously making changes in those games because certainly in the first game the players are not going to be ready to play 90 minutes, and so it's just a progression of minutes, but against some real quality opposition. But equally, when we were in Spain last year, we played a very good Spanish team. We then played Manchester United when we came back as well. So we had some good quality games there, but the profile of these games is obviously a different level in terms of the anticipated attendances, and obviously the experience of being in America where obviously the club through the documentary has been well received, and we're looking to take that a step further with our performances on our travels.
And just finally, less than a month ago now until the start of the league season, how much are you looking forward to leading Wrexham back in the EFL?
Yeah, I think obviously the fixtures came out and it kind of hits home to you. The reality kicks in, and yeah, very much so. I think it's going to be a really good division. There's a lot of teams who've been investing, and but we'll be ready for when the start comes. I'm so pleased to have the first fixture at home. I think that game against MK Dons is probably going to be one in terms of the history of the club remembered for a long time because the first game back in the EFL, and yeah, so pleased that it's at home so many of our supporters can be here as possible. So yeah, it's just exciting when you get promoted. There's just different grounds to go to, different managers to come up against, different teams, and we're just looking forward to it. We know there's a lot of work to go ahead, from now to the start of the season, but all we can say at the moment is, you know, we're pleased where the lads are, and yeah, we'll keep progressing. And the work ethic in the group, as I've always said, is the most important thing. I'd like to think we've got quality in there, but that counts for nothing without the real work ethic and desire. And I think, you know, what I've seen so far this week, the lads are chomping at the bit.
Thank you, Phil.